So pronunciation is pretty difficult, especially in English, but there are many ways to practice. You can listen and repeat. So if you're watching a movie in English, listen to what they're saying and then repeat it and try to sound the same. And it's a good idea to record yourself so that you know how you sound. But we have a special tool that is to help learners of English practice pronunciation, because English pronunciation, as I mentioned, is especially difficult for a few reasons. And one of them is because of our vowels. So I have two questions. One, does anyone know how many vowels there are in English? And how many vowel sounds are there in English? In the English language, not English the word.
And I mean, the first one for me is pretty easy, but the second one's difficult. So we have
A-E-I-O-U, and then I guess sometimes Y, but for this purpose, we'll say 5. There are 5 vowels in the English language. But how many vowel sounds is more difficult? And many of our students find this very difficult because we don't have a way to express each vowel sound. But I see that we have a lot of smart people in the room, and there are in fact 15 vowel sounds, which you can find on our color vowel chart, as you see here. So white, green, silver, gray, red. You can see that there's 15 vowel sounds. So we're going to do an activity for you to try to see how to use the color vowel chart. And the best way is just to determine what color certain words are. So I'm going to say a word, and then I want you to tell me what color, meaning what sound is it. For example, my first word is sheep.
Sheep. So I'm looking for the vowel sound in sheep. So E.
E.
So I'm going to say that corresponds with
green.
Green. Oh, right. I got it.
And so in some places, these two vowels, the E, the green, and the I, the silver, are difficult to differentiate because in some languages, they don't have both colors. So for example, sheep versus ship, in some cases, sound very similar. But for us, they're two different vowel sounds. So E versus I. What about the word beautiful? What color is beautiful? That's tricky because there's more than one syllable. But we can still figure out a color for each word, even if there's more than one syllable. So let's see what the answers are. Beautiful. Which part of that word is stressed? Do you guys hear the stress?
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
So beautiful, even though it's a long word, there's only one part that is stressed, and that would be the ooh, like blue. And even more kind of crazy about English is that we not only stress parts of words, but we stress parts of sentences. And sometimes it sounds like we're maybe mumbling the rest of the sentence. For example, the phrase, "What are you doing?" I don't ever say, "What are you doing?" I say, "What are you doing?"
Right. We all say it that way, don't we?
What are you doing? And so the stress part of that, to me, is the do. What are you doing? Ooh. And that would also be blue. So it sounds a little tricky, but the best way to practice is to go to our website, and there you can actually click on each sound, and you can hear someone practice each vowel sound. And then find a list of words. They can be any words. Maybe you could do food or animals, and see if you can figure out which word matches with each color or each vowel sound. So we encourage you to give that a try.